Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So in this particular video, I am going to discuss one very popular algorithm for unsupervised machine learning, and that is K-means plus, okay, which is basically nothing but advanced version of our simple K-means algorithm, which I have already discussed in my previous video, okay. So if you recall the steps of K-means algorithm, in the first step, what we do, we just select K random data points as initial clusters, and then we start our iterative approach, right? Now it might happen that when choosing randomly the initial clusters, that initial cluster selection may lead to wrong cluster formation, okay. Suppose it might happen that two initial cluster data points are very close to each other, okay, but mostly what happens, that cluster means their centers is actually should be far away from each other, like that sort, right? So initial randomly choosing cluster centers is most of the time leads to a wrong solution. Rather, we will choose our initial cluster centers in a smarter way, okay. So what is that way? Let me discuss. So consider this dataset we are having, okay, and suppose we have to form 3 clusters, okay, that is K. In K-means algorithm, this K value is 3. Now in normal K-means algorithm, what we do, we choose 3 clusters randomly to start our algorithm, but here we will not choose randomly 3 clusters. Rather, we will choose only one single data point or one single cluster randomly, okay. That is, suppose our random initial cluster, one single cluster we are choosing as this one, okay. This is the first step. Next step, what we will do, we will basically compute the distance between every data point and this cluster, okay. That is, this distance we will be computing, this distance we will be computing, this distance we will be computing, okay, then this distance we will be computing, then here with respect to this data point, okay. So for all the data points, you just keep on calculating the distance. That distance based on your algorithm choice, that may be Euclidean distance, that may be Manhattan distance, or that may be Hamming distance if you are working on text or string related data, whatever, okay. Now very important, try to understand the particular data point which is having maximum distance with respect to this particular cluster, that will be next cluster. The probability is more for that particular data point, right, to become a cluster. So see why I am telling, consider this particular data point, it is very close to this particular cluster, okay. So it will not happen that two clusters will be this much close. Mostly what happens, that the clusters will be further away from each other, okay, right. And suppose the maximum distance from this particular cluster maybe can go to this particular data point, okay. I am not calculating actual distance. It might happen that with respect to some other data point the distance is maximum, but for the time being consider that for this particular data point the distance is maximum with respect to this cluster, okay. So the next cluster which we are going to choose is this one, okay, right. So now what is the situation? Let me just erase this and show you. So now we have 2 clusters selected, but in our algorithm we require how many clusters? We require at least 3, we require 3 clusters to start our algorithm, right? So now how we are going to choose our next cluster? Try to understand very carefully. We will be computing the distance between the cluster and each data point, but how? That is important. We will be computing the distance between each data point and the cluster. Which cluster? The particular cluster which is closer to that particular data point, okay. Like how? See, if you are considering this particular data point, it is closer to this cluster than this one, so we will be computing this distance, okay. This particular data point is closer to this particular cluster, so we will be computing this distance, okay. This particular data point, suppose consider we perfectly we cannot say, but it appears visually. I am telling that this particular data point is closer to this particular cluster, so we will be computing this distance. Okay, this particular data point is closer to this cluster than this one, so we will be computing this distance. Obviously this particular data point is closer to this cluster, so we will be computing this distance, and same goes like this. Okay, right? Then if we observe for this particular data point, it also appears that it is closer to this particular cluster. Okay, then here for this data point, this one is the closest cluster, because you can understand that this distance will be more diagonally. Okay, and for this data point also, this cluster might be the nearest cluster. Okay, right? Now this way we have calculated the distance. See, try to understand how we have calculated distance. We have calculated distance between each data point and the nearest cluster which we have chosen till now. Okay, now among all this distance, which distance is maximum, that particular data point we are going to choose our next cluster. Okay, so suppose I am telling, suppose this particular data point, this distance is maximum. So what we will be doing? We will be simply concluding that this data point is our next cluster, and like this we have chosen our 3 cluster to start our algorithm, and from next stage onward it is same like K-means algorithm. Just so what actually happening due to application of this particular algorithm in the cluster initial cluster selection stage, see, the cluster centers initially what we are choosing are actually far away from each other. Okay, right? So now let me just go through the algorithm once, and I hope you will be understanding. Just try to relate with this particular example. Step 1, randomly select the first centroid from the data points. This single centroid selection is random. Like K-means algorithm, we have chosen all the cluster centers randomly. Here only one, the first cluster center we are choosing randomly. Then for each data point, compute its distance from the nearest previously chosen cluster. Okay, I hope you can relate. Don't compute distance with respect to any random cluster center. Okay, just compute the distance with respect to nearest cluster, and nearest cluster is what? That is, we have chosen till now, that is previously chosen cluster. With respect to that, whatever is coming nearest cluster, from that particular data point to that cluster, you compute the distance. Okay, then select the next centroid from the data points such that the probability of choosing a point as centroid is directly proportional to its distance from the nearest previously chosen cluster. As I have discussed, the point having maximum distance from the nearest centroid is most likely selected next as a cluster centroid, right? Because you can understand that 2 cluster centroid will be obviously not very close to each other. So to make they far away from each other, we are following this approach, and repeat the step 2 and step 3. Obviously step 1 has not to be repeated multiple times because we are just doing the first step 1 for the first time. Repeat step 2 and 3 until we get K centroids. Like here we have repeated this step until we have achieved 3 centroids to start our actual algorithm. And this is what about K-means plus algorithm, one very popular interview question related to machine learning on data science related job. I hope you have understood this. Remember the 4 steps, quite easy. Just try to visualize with this particular approach what I have discussed, and that's all. So if you find this video helpful, please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you.